Hi there, YouTubers. Pet Prepper here. Well, this is the second part of my two-part chicken mites video, and we're gonna show you how we went about, treating the chickens for the mites. I've had a lot of questions about how people can tell if their chickens have mites. Some of the signs are itching, of course. They can pull out their feathers and you can see raw. Sometimes you can see raw skin showing. Otherwise, like on their face or the tops of their heads or their legs. There's all different kinds of mites. Like I said, the way we found out is that we started itching and the babies kept dying. And so that's how we found out. But other signs are diarrhea, weight loss, their egg laying will slow down tremendously, which I did notice. What else? Or infertility. There's a bunch of different signs that your chickens could have mites. Sometimes those things are because of a different reason. Like the egg laying, it could be because they're molting, you know, if they're slowing down or whatever. So just because your eggs or your chickens are slowing down, don't just panic and think they have mites. But it is a good idea to treat them on a regular basis with DE, and then treat them twice a year with some other products that are a little bit stronger. So we shot a lot of footage, didn't we, Norma? Mm-hmm. And so I went to edit it all, and it would take me days to edit all that. So we're gonna just do a little sample run and show you what we went through each time that we did this. Not the first time, because Bear Prepper was here with me for that, and we did things a little bit differently. I did things wrong because I wasn't educated enough. So we're gonna show you what we do. Did I forget anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. Ciao. Okay, a really good thing is for dust bathing is diatomaceous earth, and as you can see in all their little holes that they dig and around. Oh, sorry about the wind, guys. I really hope you can hear me. Another thing I do is I just take the ashes from our wood stove and put those in there. Make sure that they're cool, because that would not be a good thing. So, and they will just mix it up. I don't care if I put the DE on the bottom or whatnot. But they'll dust bathe in this, and the ash helps take care of the mites and keep the mites off of them, and so does the DE. So, treating chickens for mites, part 2. Okay, so we went through hours and hours. So I had 29 chickens, and so it was
Lots of video.
yeah, lots and lots of videos. So we're just going to cut this down and show you what we went through real quick. First, get your chicken.
Alright.
Okay, now this part a lot of you possibly skip, but this was just an extra measure because I just didn't want to be doing this when it's 30 below. But first of all, what we did, we examined the chicken, and we would look at the top of her head and her cheeks, and on her wingtips and her legs, and then I'd tip her upside down, and we would examine underneath, because we saw some rawness, like in her little armpit, and then also on the outer
tip.
Not the tip of the wing, but the
like
outer edge right there. So
where it's not like it's the tip of the actual wing, not the feather.
okay.
Because you can feel the tip of the actual wing right here, and that's where it has had the sore.
So then what Norma did is she took transparent tape.
Yep, we have a thing on transparent tape.
And just dabbed.
And take a small piece.
Anywhere that we saw any signs of rawness.
Just dab it on the chicken in a couple different spots.
Look at her wings are really long.
And then I would take a slide from work, put it on there, take a look. I would label this slide with the color of the
tag that
we would put on their leg. So you can use zip ties or whatever sort of marking thing that you can tell each different chicken apart.
So I made tags and I laminated different color, different color tags, and punched it with a hole punch and zip tied them to each chicken, each of the adult chickens anyways. But another thing we thought you could do is they make all different colored zip ties. So if you have a big bunch of chickens, you could put like one red one on chicken number 1, and when you get through all your colors, then start doing 2 red ones on, you know, chicken number 9 or whatever. And then 3 red ones, or, you know.
Yeah, and don't put them on too tight because you're going to have to be able to cut them off.
Yeah. So then what we would do, we treated them with ivermectin.
Ivermectin orally. We gave them 0.1 mils. It's a very small amount.
We should go up here to show this.
Okay. Open the chicken's beak, and then we just give them a quick dose of ivermectin. And the thing with the ivermectin is it's completely clear. It looks like water. You have to be really careful that you have the proper dose in your syringe.
Okay, and like I said in the first video, there's 2 different kinds of ivermectin. There is water-based and oil-based. Now, if you're giving it orally or if you're injecting it, you need to have the water-based, I believe. That's what I read. If you're doing it topically, you need to have the oil base. And I did that wrong the first time, but I think it helped because we never found mites the second or third or fourth time that we tested them.
Alright, last step was doing our shake and bake chicken in a cloth bag of DE.
And we realized that you can't use a plastic bag because they just shred it with their feet. So you just put the chicken in the bag.
Carefully.
And you want to really try your hardest not to let them breathe in a bunch of that DE, and it's darn near impossible. So we just put the chicken in the bag, and then I grab her feet, and we wrap the top of the bag
around the chicken's neck. It looks like you're choking the chicken, but
choking
the chicken.
Okay, and you close off the bag.
Close it as good as you can.
And I've got her feet, so I can tip her upside down, and you shake and bake.
Upside down, and you shake the DE all over in here. Coat the chicken. Flip it this way, flip it that way. Watch for any to come out around here.
And if it does come out the top, you just want to move to a different area.
Fresh air.
So she's not breathing that in.
Yeah, so
or
that's
you.
Right.
Or me.
Anybody.
So then you let the chicken out of the bag, and you have a completely coated...
It's different than letting the cat out of the bag.
You have a completely coated chicken. And last time we did this is our second take, I ended up with about a pound of DE in my front of my shirt. So you can see how much DE is on her. And it's wonderful. Anything else that we forgot? No, something that's very important is that if you are going to treat them with ivermectin, you cannot eat their eggs for 4 weeks after the last treatment.
Or I would not recommend eating the chicken itself, such as butchering it. So I would not consume anything that having to do with the chicken.
No.
Not the chicken itself or its eggs for 4 weeks after
Right.
the last treatment of the ivermectin.
And with the treatment of mites, you want to do it once and then do it again in 7 to 10 days. And since we did it wrong the very first time, this has been like a 5-week process that it's been a nightmare. But we didn't see any signs of mites.
Not even after the first time.
No. And something about the slides. We work at a vet clinic, so it's really easy for us to get the slides, and we can just go there and look under the scope, and well, she can look under the scope. I get dizzy. I don't know if you could maybe go to your veterinarian clinic and ask them if you could bring a slide home because you need to test your chickens, and they might charge you a fee or whatever, but it's worth it. So there might be a few outtakes at the end of this because this was kind of boring, but yeah, the first time that we treated them, did we forget to show the spray?
Oh yeah.
The very first time we treated them, we also used the garden and poultry dust, and of course DE everywhere, in every crack, in every crevice of their coop, and out in the yard, and the chicken itself, and oh my.
Alright, and then our spray that we used was a scaly leg protector. It's an all-natural, non-toxic spray, and we sprayed this on their legs. I just hold their leg like this, and we just spray their leg, rub it around.
Make sure to get in between their toes and everything.
Yep.
And then since she had the spray on her hand.
I had it all over my hands, so I put it on top of their comb.
Gotta get her beak.
They're calm under here, and it's like just petting the chicken.
Better than choking the chicken.
I guess. Okay, and that was it.
And then we let the chickens go, and they were really happy.
Yeah, because it says you can spray this on their head, but not to get it in their eyes, so I'm not really sure how you're supposed to spray it and not spray it in their eyes. So
Right, so we just did it.
we just did it with our hands. Worked out.
Okay, if there's anything I forgot, I will definitely put it in the annotations or in the description box below.
Okay.
Oh, there's the crack in it.
Yeah.
Throw it away. All right, thanks for watching. Say bye, Norma.
Bye.
Ciao.